Welcome to Formula 7 Racing. We are live here in Zandvoort with 22 drivers on grid to finish off a great day of racing. But here too. So, here we are. And we are about to end the showdown with some incredible drivers on track. The first driver will be Pulse Luxury to get us underway here in Q1. And we are going to ride on board with him. So we've got a debutant. We've got TIIC Benfrey as a debutant. And then SGC BB did race last week. So he had a great debut, by the way. Tolu, who was fantastic in Tier 2 on his debut, is now in Tier 1 and racing amongst the best drivers we have to offer. I've got to admit, sometimes I have to pinch myself when I look at Tier 1 because of how stacked it is. So, Pulse Luxury, we're riding on board with the Audi driver as we come through Turn 5. It's looking a little bit grey outside. It looks like rain might be on the horizon, but we don't know just yet. As we come in towards Turn 8, you can already see that line. I know that Tier 4, they had dry weather, and then within one lap of qualifying, it was raining. So it was all over within one lap. So we are now riding on board with the Audi Revolut driver. Is it Audi Revolut? Jabba's just left as he joined to try and get a seat. The problem is that oh no, he's actually got a seat. I didn't actually invite anybody. People just started joining, waiting for seats. And the problem is when people join when they've not been invited, and then people actually can't join the lobby because they're in the lobby. So we wouldn't know if people were trying to join or not because they'd already took the seats. Wait, have I invited the wrong person? So, Pulse Luxury at 110.1. Sam Wars a 110.1 as well in the Williams. You've got Solar in the Alpine, and it's a 110.1 for him as well. Wow. Sorry, House. Today we are supporting... Benfrey. Yes, nice. Yeah, I've seen that, Julius. What I must say, Julius, is every time I've come across a TIIC driver, they've always been so respectful, so clean, and a great person to talk to. Usually when you get fast drivers, sometimes, you don't get the best of attitudes. With this Tier 1 grid, we've got a lot of quick drivers with very good attitudes, and I think Benfrey will really fit in. So Bjorn McQueen, who knows that he's very strong around Zandvoort, is the fastest driver in Q1. What's going on, Deadly? How you doing, mate? So, I just want to say it's been a fantastic day of racing today. It's been really good. What I would say, obviously, Tier 2 wasn't great, but I wouldn't let that get everybody down. It is what it is. Them races come and go. You always have one of them races every season where you say, wow, that is awful. Like, really awful. And today was Tier 2 in Zandvoort. We had a couple of them. We have them in realistic as well, and I think every league has them. But all in all, it's It's been a very good day of racing again. 22 drivers on the grid for Tier 1. Now that Don Dedge is able to collect the data for me in Tier 2, I don't take up a seat, so that grid was stacked as well. So yeah, it's been really good, impressive. Yeah, exactly, Mad Right, that's what I mean. It's really good to see. Kylan on track as well. DK Cohen in the Audi. He obviously has oh no, what is that from the Racing Bull? Epic OJ. A 5-place grid penalty with a collision with DK Cohen. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. And we've only just started qualifying. Who am I inviting? Jabba. So that's not good for them drivers. But yes, as I was saying, we move on. Them races happen. Let's have a good day of racing. Let's finish it off with a cracker. We've got some really decent drivers on track, so let's get into it. So DK Cohen is back into the pit lane. B Right, the 8-time world champion, is on his way out. Beyond goes even faster, a 109.589. Oh yeah, Deadly, why are you not racing? That wheel looks so close to you. No, it's in a standard position, I think. I am sat forward though, talking. Yeah, I'm sat forward. Let me have a look. So, if I'm sat forward, I'm like this. But when I'm racing, I'm like this. So the wheel's like half an arm's length away from me. So I'm just like, but yeah, I'm sitting forward talking. It's a bit close, but this chair has so much adjustment on it. Like you can move it back, you can lay it down like an F1 cockpit. It's so good. So B Right going up to P8. No, I get that. Yeah, I know what you mean, Mag. Yeah, I know what you mean. So B Right up to P8. Gale going into the pit lane. River Rocks, Jeffy Boy. Reese Dye in the Alpine is now out. I'm just going to bring up the eliminated drivers so far here in qualifying. As you can see, Tolu in P22. No cars or no Deadly, I know. So Reese Dye in the Alpine. Guys, if you want your name to show up, so for example, Fanfinus, Fanf, if you're listening, you come up as player, yeah? If you go to your settings, go to telemetry, and turn on show player names, I think it is, it will show your name, but it won't give us any more telemetry details. If you do that, that'd be great. So Restart in the Alpine coming down the straight to the line, and it is P2, a 109.7 with 9 minutes of this first qualifying remaining. Mirko and Fanfinus in the Cadillacs, both still in the bottom 5. P1 and P2 in the championship aren't racing. I know, massive. So Mirko now on his lap. Let's have a look and see what Mirko can do. So it is orange sector 1. So let's have a look into turn 10 for the Cadillac driver. Back onto the throttle, S mode active. And it is 8/1000ths down on Bjorn McQueen. This is extremely close for Mirko. I've also updated all the billboards, guys. I hope you like them. Look at that, the black logo, F7R logo. So around turn 14, down towards line. Bjorn McQueen retires here in Q1, but Mirko comes, and Mirko goes P2. A 109.621, 32/1000ths behind Epic OJ in the Racing Bull. He's already had a collision with DK Cohen. He goes P4. DK Cohen just behind him in P5. Keep them away from each other on track. Jack Happy Champ in the McLaren. He's currently 5 tenths down. And Jack Happy Champ will go P12. Bramble in the Mercedes will be next. So riding on board with Bramble. So bear with me, guys. So, Bolsker in the Aston Martin, BB in the Williams, P19 at 1:10.6. Look how close the times are. We've got 6 drivers in the 1:10.2s. Look at this. Let me just take that away. You've got 1:10.208, 1:10.210, 1:10.229, 1:10.231, 1:10.47, 1:10.252. Wow. This is incredible. If you improve by half a tenth, could be the difference from you going out and going through. This is unbelievable. So, that is fantastic stuff. So, TIIC Benfrey in the Ferrari. Armando, can you focus? I will try and focus on all the drivers equally, as I always do. But yes, I will try and get on board with him from time to time. So TIIC Benfrey in the Ferrari is about to start a flying lap. You've got Jack Happy Champ, he was slightly up before he messed up his lap. Gayley is on a lap now, so the McLaren driver coming down in towards the Audi S. Green sector 2 is 3 tenths behind the fastest time of Bjorn McQueen. This would still put him in the 109s. Even if he touches the top of the 10s, this would be really good for him. We're about to see as Gayley comes around the final corner. And to the line we go. Gayley, can he improve? He does, and P6. Benfrey is into the pit lane. Then you've got SGC BB in the Williams. This will be his final chance to get through. 4 minutes to go. So SGC BB. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, he's into the wall, and he will have considerable damage. There it is. Epic OJ retires, and SGC BB into the wall, and that might be qualifying over for him. So, looking at the bottom 5 now, yeah, over the track. Fanfurness has retired. Benfrey has retired. He says that's enough to get in to Q2. SGC BB better hurry up. He's got 3 minutes to get in and get back out. Luckily, Zandvoort is a very short lap, but he's now left it to the last minute. Bramble, Bolsker, Tolu in the Mercedes is coming through. Can he improve? Back onto the throttle. That S mode will be active. That battery burning. Here comes Tolu in the Mercedes. To the line we go. It's P21. Look how close it is. Bramble is back on an outlap. Edward in the Aston Martin. A phenomenal job he's doing. Jeffy Boy in the Ferrari. Slipping and sliding. S mode active once again. In towards the Audi S's. This is going to be extremely close now. Has he got enough left in the tank? Jeffy Boy, the Ferrari, coming around turn 14. He's got Bjorn McQueen setting his sights. S mode active. Rear wing open. And Jeffy to the line. Does not improve. And as it stands, is going out. B Wright is on the brink of elimination. The 8-time world champion. Tolu is going to have to go again. BB is still in the pit lane. Edward, B Wright, Jeffy, Jack, Happy Champ, Jabba, River Rocks. River Rocks, if he's not careful, will be stood in the pit lane kicking rocks. He's very much on the brink as well. Jeffy, Edward, BB, Bramble, Tolu, Bolsker. The Alpine of Solar as well. What's going on, Matty? So around turn 14 for Solar. And into the pit lane. So that is it for him. Bramble. BB is on an outlap. Tolu is out. So Tolu is out in Q1. So Bolsker is still in the pit lane. BB is on his way out. Edward. Jeffy Boy is going to have to do it all over again. Jack Happy Champ is on the brink of elimination. B Wright did improve. He's up to P13. River Rocks down to P14. Look how close the times are. This is absolutely incredible. So Jabba down towards turn 13 and 14. The Racing Bull driver, River Rocks to the line. Will go again. Jack Happy Champ. Why do these keep being disabled? So here comes BB on an outlap. So the first drive, the final driver to the line will be Gravangan. Look at Gravangan. He's improving into turn 11 and 12, right into the dust. Yeah, Matty, I removed it, mate. You know what, Matty, I just want to say as well, I'm really sorry, like, honestly, you were to my left, so I couldn't see the racing line, and then before I seen it, it was too late. Bolsker to the line. That was Sam Wars and Jack Happy Champ. Jack Happy Champ in the McLaren does improve. B Wright is on the brink of elimination. Here comes Jeffy Boy. But yeah, and then I braked and I was like, no, and I tried to miss everybody, and yeah. BB is out, Tolu is out, Bolsker is out, Jeffy Boy in the Ferrari to the line. Jeffy goes P18, he is out. Bramble in the Mercedes and Jabber in the Racing Bull. River Rocks in the Red Bull. River Rocks improves. B Wright is now on the brink, and it's either Bramble or Jabber that will knock him out. Jabber will come down to the checkered flag. Jabber is out. It's all on Bramble, who's not improving, and B Wright, my goodness, has been saved as Bramble goes out. B Wright, 8 times he is your Tier 1 World Champion, but he has gone through by half a tenth. That's why I stopped on the line. I know you were going to take it off me anyway, Matty, but I thought it would be a nice thing to do to show that I'm sorry, is to just slow down and let you pass me on track, and then you ended up getting 20 seconds for it. So Bramble is out. There we go. I'm very quiet. Not sure if it's me, but you're very quiet. No, Harry, you need to turn up your phone. I'm pretty sure. I definitely don't think it's me, is it? He's like, yeah, you need to speak up a bit. And his mic's on, his phone's on mute or something. Jabra has left. Hopefully not, after taking a seat. Just need to get the stats. There we go. Right, 2 seconds, guys. So Zandvoort Q1. So it was Bjorn to Mirko to Epic OJ to Reese in the Alpine. Then you had the Audi of Pulse Luxury. Then you had Fanfinis, DK Cohen, Edward. Wow. PX Limits. No, obviously not. Solar. And you had Gaylake, Gravangan, Jack Happy Champ. Then Sam Wars, River Rocks, TIIC, Ben Free. Got him in. Then B Right. Then Jabba, Jeffy, Bramble. And then we had SGC. Oh, he's already in. No, that's Tolu. Sorry, guys, just putting in the stats. And then in last is Volska. Brilliant. Right, all sorted. In for Q2. Don't worry, I'll be back. Yeah, no problem, mate. Look at the pit lane. Got the logo down the pit lane. Got Formula 7 Racing on the billboards above the garages, and then F7R down the pit strip. So Solar, one of the first drivers out behind Mirko. So it will be Mirko that goes first. So riding on board with Mirko for the first lap of Q2. B right on a 7-stream watch streak. Yes, big support there. We've been getting a lot of subs lately, by the way, guys, and I really, really do appreciate it. Like, when we go to order trophies and stuff like that, it really does help when people, you know, send in subs or whatever it might be. It really does go a long way. We take no money from the league at all. In fact, we lose a lot of money, but it makes it so worth it for people to get enjoyment from the league and to receive trophies and to hang them up on their mantelpiece or whatever it might be. It makes it worth it. And when people get enjoyment from coming here to race, that's what makes it worth it. Reese and Solar in the Alpines, the constructors leaders, Pulse Luxury and DK Cohen. Also on laps, DK Cohen pulls to the side. That's Pulse Luxury that is up to P2 in the Audi. He's massively improved over this last season. You've got Fanfinus and Gravangan. Bjorn McQueen again on his home Grand Prix. The Haas driver into P1. TIIC Ben Free will start his lap. Will ride on board with the Ferrari driver. A bit of a snap out of turn 1. A little bit of traffic in front of him. Over the curb in towards the hairpin at turn 3. Back onto the throttle for TIIC Ben Free. And we're just watching as he comes through turn 4 and 5. Flat out through here. Will just lift off, surely. No, he's not. He is completely flat out through there. In towards turn 8 we go. And this is a fantastic lap from TIIC Benfrey. This is what he needs to do. Into turn 10 at the left-hander. Then that S-mode will be active. Using that car in front as a little bit of a tow. That is brilliant. Just getting on the throttle, moving behind the driver in front. He will do everything to try and get that extra bit of speed around turn 13 and 14. Easing off the throttle, coasting through there. And then that rear wing will open. He'll use the rest of that battery as he comes down towards the line. And the Argentinian driver, a 1:10.0, goes P4. DK Cohen, Edward Riverrocks. Riverrocks will be next. Oh, Haas are now constructors leaders. Ah, I didn't know that. So River Rocks will start his lap. Edward in the Aston Martin. Yellow flags waving. Edward running a little bit wide into the final corner. We have had massive views again today as well, which is amazing in terms of support. Edward into P11. Jack, happy champ, will be happy to start his lap. Will Jack, the champ. The McLaren trying to replicate the successes of Lando Norris earlier today. And Bjorn has gone even quicker. A 109.399. I'm just going to have a look. I'm pretty sure that that might be very close to the fastest lap we've ever seen in Zandvoort. Let me just check though. Solar, I will check that. So we've got 19 seasons of data. Let me have a look. So the fastest quali lap we've ever seen is a 107.8 by Casper in last season. You were doing 8.6s last season. Our qualifying lap last season in here was a 107.8, 107.8. Jack Happy Champ is up to P7. River Rocks and B Right. Here comes B Right. What about Sam Wars in the Williams? The smallest pole gap was today. The smallest pole gap we've ever had in Zandvoort was today. 0.004 between Slow P Gamer and Blaze in Tier 3 today. The smallest gap we've ever had. Can that be beaten here in Tier 1? With the way they're driving, I think this is going to be down to a couple of thousandths. I really do. So, on board with Sam Wars into turn 11 and 12. 5,000th was Tier 2, yeah, but it was 4 1,000ths in Tier 3. The largest pole gap that we've ever seen was also today. Mad that, innit? Sam Wars in P7, so the largest pole gap we've ever seen was in Tier 4 today between Lewis and Matty. 0.247. That's the largest pole gap we've ever had in Zandvoort. It just goes to show that Lewis is definitely not a Tier 4 driver. So, but it also goes to show that in 19 races around Zandvoort, 0.247 is our biggest gap ever, which means we do a pretty good job of keeping all the tiers pretty consistent. So well done to all the league directors. Exactly, Matty, yeah. That's the largest pole gap ever, Solar. 0.247 in Tier 4 today. So, around turn 13. Yeah, I know, yeah, honestly. So, before we started today, listen to this, right? Before we started today, in 14 races around Zandvoort, we'd seen 6 safety cars and 7 VSCs. So in 14 races, we'd seen 6 safety cars and 7 VSCs. After today, before Tier 1 starts, we've now had 9 safety cars and 11 VSCs. We've pretty much doubled what we were on, nearly anyway. Yeah, Mad Riot. That is, we are working through the data at the moment to get all that data uploaded. I've uploaded season 9, but I haven't put the times in for season 9 yet. So I've done all the positions, I've done the driver of the days and all fastest laps and pole position. I've not done the gaps between each driver for each race, but I will input that at some point. So restart DK Cohen in the Audi. Then you've got B Wright, who's currently down in P15. B Wright is a very good driver, but you can see he's struggling at the moment. Yeah, they need a Nathan and Alvaro commentating. We do, Alvaro. That would blow up. Absolutely blow up. And I know you're good at commentating. I remember you used to do F2. Hi, Ben and Maggie. Yeah. Oh, I was in such a good position in Tier 4 today. I was really enjoying it. Do any of you guys get sore arms after a race? You know, like when you're steering your wheel and your arms start to hurt after like 20 laps? Or is it just me? And so B Wright coming around turn 14. He will empty the battery, and his battery is running out so early down that straight. And it's a 1:10.0. It's P8 for B Wright. So Solar will be next. Solar into P5 for the Alpine. River Rocks has left the session. Oh, he needs to get back in. So Solar in P6, Benfrey in P7. B Wright is now in P10. DK Cohen in P12. And DK Cohen moves up to P7. That moves B Wright out of qualifying at the moment. If you have a look, that's what the eliminated drivers look like. Edward is on an out lap. And B Wright is going to go for another lap, and he needs to. But his battery is just burning out before he gets to the line, which is costing him. Gale in the McLaren coming down in towards the Audi S's. He is 2.5 tenths behind, 3.5 tenths behind Bjorn McQueen at the moment. But this could still be good enough to get him through. Around turn 14, and Gale end going to the end of his lap. And Gale P6, a 109.898. That is a very strong lap. Gravangen, the Norwegian, will go again. B Wright, River Rocks is back in. River Rocks has got 1 minute and 50 to get in and get out. River Rocks with that, still in the pit lane. B Wright with that S mode. Rear wing open. 4 tenths behind Bjorn McQueen. This is not a bad lap, you know. Oh, and he slows down a lot there. DK Cohen has retired in P8. He cannot improve anymore. Here comes B Wright. Has he saved a bit more battery this time? Again, it runs out on the exit of turn 14. And this will slow him right down. And 1:10.0, he's out. B Wright, by 5 1,000ths of a second, is out in Q2. The 8-time world champion eliminated in Q2. Gravangen in the Red Bull. Edward in the Aston Martin. River Rocks is also out. He's not going to have time. Look, the pit lane is moving, but he's run out of time. Sam Wars will start his lap. Let's ride on board. Can we get a closer pole gap than today? 4 1,000 separated P1 and P2 in Tier 3. 5 1,000 separated P1 and P2 in Tier 2. Can Tier 1 get any close to that? Here comes Sam Wars. B Wright is out. River Rocks is out. Sam Wars is going to walk. Out of turn 10. S mode active. Overtake active. Into turn 11 and 12 at the Audi S. Be right out. All but confirmed. Around the final right-hander and then back onto the throttle. It's flat out now. And look at his battery. He's got so much more battery to the line than B. Wright has. I think that's why B. Wright wasn't able to get through. Sam Wars up to P6. That is enough to get him through. And Jack Happy Jump takes P6 away from him. Sam Wars now down to P7. Here comes Gale. Here comes Benfrey in the Ferrari. You've also got the Aston Martin and the Haas. Edward coming through. He will be the final driver to knock Solar out. He doesn't. P15 Solar is through. Here comes Benfrey in the Ferrari to the line. Benfrey stays P9. Restein, the Alpine, will now back out. And River Rocks and Gravangan, the two Red Bull drivers out. DK Cohen and Pulse Luxury, the two Audi drivers are out. There we have it. So, Bjorn McQueen, the fastest again here in Zandvoort. Let me just take a picture for the stats. Oh, Jesus. Edward and River Rocks at the back. 1 second. So, Bjorn, Mirko, Epic, Fanfitness, Jack Happy Champ. Oh no, it's Reese and then Jack Happy Champ. Sam Wars, Gale, and then Benfrey. Solar, DK Coin, Pulse Luxury, B Rag, Gravangan, Edward, River Rocks. There we go. So, the Cadillac of Mirko trying to beat his teammate out, but not on this occasion. We can take that away now. River Rocks is back in. So what are your predictions, guys? Let me know in the comments who you think's going to get pole position. Let's have a look. So I'll tell you my prediction. So, I think Bjorn will get pole position. I'm not going for the easy option, but I think Bjorn will get pole. I think Bjorn will get pole position. I think Mirko will get P2. I think Epic OJ will get P3. I think Reese will get P4. And I think Jack Happy Champ will get P5. That's my 5. Let me know what your 5 are in the comments. So mine are Bjorn, Mirko, Epic, Reese, Jack. That's who my top 5 are. Jack Happy Champ in pole, says Dapper. So I think we'll ride on board with Fanfitness. Me with Jedi skills, yeah. Reese or Bjorn, says Alvaro. Reese or Bjorn. Yeah. You can't pick the two quickest. Yeah. Nah, I know what you mean. It's Mirko will spin, yeah. Right, let's get to the end of Q3 qualifying. OJ says, Jeffy boy. So, Solar, a 110.0. Sam Wars, a 110.0.022. Mirko, Jack Abbey champion in McLaren. Restye in the Alpine. Bjorn McKing. Bjorn McKing is showing up. Named after Lightning McQueen. Living up to the name today. And that is one hell of a lap. Ka-chow by Bjorn. And that is TIIC Benfrey. He is showing up now. The Argentine. A brilliant lap from the Scuderia Ferrari. Maranello on their feet. Epic OJ. The fake Oliver James on a lap. You're not a real Oliver James until you're live on TikTok. Here comes Epic OJ and he's just on another outlap. So Restye in the Alpine, putting in another good lap. So I have confidence in you, Solar. You or Jack, I thought was going to be P5. Restye, a 109.4. He was bluffing. He kept his cards close to his chest. Now he's shown his hand and it's a royal flush. Restye, a 109.458. Then we have 3 drivers in the 109.5s. Solar still in the pit lane. I think Solar will have something left in the tank. Yes, yeah, Alvaro. Epic Oliver James on a lap. In towards the hairpin at turn 3. It's looking very murky out there now. Clouds are grey. Rain on the horizon. It tells us the weather forecast in the top right, so we know it's not going to rain. You have to have confidence. If you believe, you will achieve. What's that cringy statement? Achieve it, believe it, think it, something. Yeah. Bjorn McQueen. Oh my goodness me. A 109.2 by Bjorn McQueen. An absolutely unreal lap. He is on a mad one. Bjorn is on a mad one. Coming to Zandvoort on a mad one. So 109.2. Beyond McDonald's. You're McQueen on a mad one. So Gale in the McLaren is on his way back out. Serving after every lap. I like it. I like it. Oh, I've dropped something. I've dropped something. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 1 second, guys. 1 second, guys. Oh no. I've lost it. Oh, there it is. So, Gailey in the McLaren is not on a flying lap. Everybody else is still in the pit lane waiting for that one last run. Just to show you this as well, guys, just whilst nobody's on a lap. Big shout out to Alvaro Rocha Base. Gifted 46 times. See that underneath? 46 times Alvaro's gifted. Then you've got obviously the ones at the top as well. So Be Right, Banana, Fair Jack, Deadly, Nicholas, Diamond. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. Honestly, the support from you guys has always been so crazy. I couldn't ask for a better community, a better, following drivers. Just honestly, absolutely amazing. So thank you. Let's jump into the final end of qualifying. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Let's go. So, Gailey in the McLaren coming around the final corner. This will be his final run. I'm sure of it. Maybe he's got fuel to go again. To the line we go, and Gailey will go P6 a 109.7. What an unbelievable lap. But even with that unbelievable lap, it might not be enough to get him into the top 5. Mirko in the Cadillac. Into turn 1. So the Italian driver. Yellow flags waving. I think that might be a driver just getting out of the way. Solar and Sam Wars are still in the pit lane. They are leaving it late. Yellow flags waving. Now they're both on their way out. This is where the drivers leave it all on the table. When you've got a banker lap in Q3, this is where people can push. The drivers can completely push now. It doesn't matter if they spin, it doesn't matter if they lose it, they can go flat out because there's nothing left for them to do. So this is where you'll see the drivers either make it or break it. They will literally fly to the line and improve, or they'll lose it somewhere because they're pushing that much, because they've got nothing else to lose. If they lose, they've got their bank lap, if they lose it on a chicane, that's fine. So they are just flat out now going for it. So yes, I think TIIC Benfrey is on a lap, and he is putting it all on the table. The man from South America here in the Netherlands. Will he be able to improve from his P8 position? He has got the pace to compete with Tier 1. And he nicks a little bit of a toe again. Cheeky from the Scuderia. And he is up. Purple Sector 2. The fastest Sector 2 of anybody. Look at this now. So, Bjorn McQueen fastest through Sector 1. Benfrey fastest through Sector 2. Here we go, down to the line. Can Benfrey get it and put it on pole? He goes P5 a 109.5. What a lap from him. Restart coming out of turn 14. Down to the line we go to start his final run. Mirko, then you've got Fanfrenis the Dutchman starting his final run with 30 seconds to go. Then Mirko. Then the Haas, I think it was, of Bjorn McQueen starting his final run. And Epic OJ. This is it. Fanfrenis and Mirko. Mirko to the line. Mirko goes P2, a 109.289. The two McLarens of Gailey and Jack Happy Champ. Jack Happy Champ coming down, burning that battery. He's got 9 seconds. Here comes Gailey to also start his lap. Every driver is now out on a lap. Solar in the Alpine will be the first to finish his qualifying session here in Zandvoort, out of turn 14, down to the line, and Solar goes P7. The Williams of Sam Wars will be next. So Bjorn McQueen is the fastest so far. Sam Wars goes up to P8, and then Reese Dye to the line. Reese goes P3. The Ferrari of Benfrey stays P5. Then comes the Cadillac of Fanfrenis, and then Bjorn McQueen to the line. This is unbelievable. What are we witnessing? Bjorn a 109.172. We are witnessing greatness in front of our eyes, and it's home Grand Prix. Epic OJ has lost it. Gale and Jack Happy Champ are still on their laps. No, Jack Happy Champ has backed out. So it's on Gale and Mirko. Mirko coming around the final chicane. He's got a lot of battery left. Mirko coming down towards the line. And the Cadillac does not improve. Gale stays P9. Bjorn McQueen has taken pole at his home Grand Prix. That is a piss take, says Yaya. We'll take that. It is past 9 o'clock. Sorry for the language. 8 o'clock. We're past the watershed. Well done. That is brilliant. So Q3, Bjorn McQueen to Mirko, to Reese, and then to Fanfinis Epic OJ, and then TIIC Benfrey, and then Solar, Sam Wars, Gale, and Jack Happy Champ. What did I say? I said Bjorn, Mirko, Epic OJ, Reese, didn't I? So I got Bjorn and Mirko right. Yeah, bro. Can't kid a kidder. We've got a few Dutch drivers on the grid again. We always get a lot of Dutch drivers in Tier 1. Yeah, I always enjoy watching the Dutch drivers. So here we go for the final time today here in the Netherlands. How we doing, Mr. East? For the final time today here in the Netherlands for the Zandvoort Grand Prix here at Formula 7 Racing. It is lights out and away we go. Mirko got the better start on Bjorn McQueen. Here comes the Cadillac down in towards turn 1. SGC BB is out. He's left the session. He's got to get back in. Yellow flags are waving. Here comes TIIC Benfrey in the Ferrari who's losing places. Here comes his teammate of Jeffy Boy. It's getting very scrappy as we go down in towards turn 3 at the hairpin. Bramble in the Mercedes is through on Gravangan. The Red Bull driver being swallowed up as River Rocks. His teammate goes through. Bjorn McQueen right on the inside of Mirko. Fanfinis is there. Pulse Luxury on Sam Wars. The Williams driver losing places at the start of this Grand Prix. Back on board with the leaders. Jabber is moving down the grid. And this is a great start from these drivers. Here comes the two Ferraris once again. Jeffy and Benfrey. Benfrey around the outside. Sorry, down the inside. What a move by the Scuderia driver. Trying to regain them positions. Here comes Bramble on Jack Happy Champ. Down the inside goes the Mercedes. Wheel to wheel with the McLaren. And Bramble is ahead. What a move by Bramble. Now the top three. Gravangan is back in. BB is back in. Here comes Fanfinis on the back of Bjorn. Reese, Solar, Gale, Epic, Pulse, Sam Wars, DK going and B-Right is up to P11. But Benfrey is now back up the inside of the Aston Martin. And the resurgence is on from the Scuderia through Edward and up to P12. He is coming back. Here comes DK Cohen. Gets the better exit. And now all over the back of the Williams. Solar in the Alpine. Just trailing his teammate through there. River Rocks down in P17. He's trying to make the move. There goes Ballscron BB, who is back in. There goes Pulse Luxury on Epic OJ, who's down to P8. River Rocks and Jack Happy Champ are scrapping it out. Does he have damage? He doesn't, which is good to see. There goes DK Cohen in the Audi up the inside of Sam Wars. Down in towards the Audi S's. The Audi Revolut driver into the Audi S. Goes the Audi. They do touch. Sam Wars backs out. And he just about clings onto that car. Now he's got B right in the house. Waiting to mop up behind. Bjorn McQueen is still in P2 after that great start from Mirko. But we're going down in towards the first chicane. Mirko tries to move over. And Bjorn at his home Grand Prix is up the inside in the Haas. Can he get the better exit? He does. He's just got his nose ahead. Down the inside of turn 2. Into the hairpin. Mirko retakes the lead. This is fabulous racing here in Tier 1. BB, are you back in? Here comes Fanfinus on Bjorn. It's a Cadillac 1-2. It is a Cadillac 1-2. Remember, this is Fanfinus' home Grand Prix as well. Do not forget that. Is BB back in? I think he is. So, I mean, the AI is on 80, so he shouldn't have lost too many positions anyway, so it's all good. No, he hasn't. All 22 drivers still in this race on lap 3, and every single driver down to P21 is locked inside a DRS train, or an S-mode train, or whatever you want to call it. This is amazing. So here comes Fanfinus on Bjorn. All the drivers just staying into position for now. The only problem with them being in a train is that you've got to be so careful not to hit the back of each other. Jabba is into the pits. That's a very early pit stop from Jabba. He was locked in that train. No reason to go in unless he had damage. And Bjorn getting very close to Fanfinus, and the two Dutch drivers are going to go toe-to-toe here in the Netherlands. Through turn 7 and 8, the two Cadillac drivers. There goes Gale and Pulse Luxury. Pulse Luxury has made a mistake. Through goes Epic OJ. Does Pulse Luxury have damage? He doesn't, so that is fine. Wheel to wheel now with the Racing Bull. DK Cohen is catching up to his teammate. Will they swap around or just keep going? Here comes Sam Wars and Benfrey. B right as well. Edward, Jeffy Boy, but back on board with the front two as the two Cadillac drivers are still leading this Grand Prix. Bjorn McQueen just sticking with them. As I said, a train all the way down to P19 now. Reese in the Alpine. Has he saved enough battery to go for the move down in towards turn 1? And look at the two Cadillacs. Bjorn, who qualified on pole, he's got that one lap speed, but at the moment he's dropped out into P3. Benfrey on the back of Sam Wars. This is getting very close, and now Bjorn McQueen, every time he comes through turn 6, he gets closer and closer to Fanfinus. And the Ferrari of Benfrey closing that gap to Sam Wars. Here we go. The Scuderia driver looking for a way through. Oh, and he's had a huge snap, and there goes Bjorn. Bjorn McQueen locking horns with Fanfinus. Into the Audi S. It is the Cadillac that is back in front, and now Reese is here. Around the outside, Bjorn has a snap. Reese is into the podiums and in P3. Now back up the inside goes Solar the Yeeter. Just taps into the side pod of the driver ahead. Bjorn McQueen is just trying to hold on at the moment. I don't know what's happened. Here comes Solar down in towards turn 1. He's not got the straight line speed to make that move. But Bjorn McQueen from pole position is now down to P4. All the other drivers coming through in that train. Then you've got BB on the back of Bolska going in towards turn 1. So, Solar. What about Fanfinus and Mirko? That is B right that makes that move. Benfrey is left. Oh, he's lagged out. Let's get him back in straight away. We'll get him straight out. Thanks for the pudgy bear there. Thanks for the pudgy bear there. Get him straight out. Oh, he's not online. As soon as he's online, we'll send him an invite. Bramble now. AI is on 80, so it shouldn't. I just hope people don't go lunging to try and get through. AI's on 80 for this reason. Oh, and Bramble trying to get through on the AI car. Here comes River Rocks and Jack Happy Champ. And there goes Epic OJ in the Racing Bull down the side of Gayley. And the Racing Bull driver goes roaring into turn 1. Up the inside, and Bramble and River Rocks. It looks like there might have been a mistake there. This is when people get impatient. Ball screws into the pit lane, and that is BB that's round. The Williams driver is round. VSC. He's stuck. He's going to have to reset. He's stuck. Oh, he's lost it around the final corner. That is a real shame for him. Not the way he would have wanted this race to go. Yellow flag, and VSC is out. No, he's still not online. And that is DK Cohen and Pulse Luxury, the two Audi drivers under the VSC trading places. Interesting. Oh, it's a safety car. That's interesting because he wouldn't move and the safety car has now come out. Yeah, Bramble, I know what you mean, mate, with the AI. But it's only on 80 just so that if people lag out, the race isn't over for them. But it's fast enough to keep them in it, but slow enough to get so you can get past it. All of the drivers are going to go into the pit lane. The McLaren having to move out the way there. And look at this. Pulse Luxury trying to beat him. Every single driver on the grid is into the pit lane. The Alpines are double stacking. That means Solar the Yeeter is going to lose places to the Audi drivers, maybe to the Williams of Sam Wars. Every single driver on the grid is into the pit lane. Benfrey, Gravanger, now Tolu as well. This is quite remarkable. I don't think I've ever seen a race where every driver pits at the same time, ever. Rain in 15 minutes. If we didn't need any more excitement, rain in 15 minutes. Hopefully Benfrey can get back in that time. And so full course safety car. All 22 drivers still in the race. Safety car is out. I just hope BB can get back in. I think BB might still be in Boss's left. Don't know what's going on here. TIIC as well. It'd be a shame if Benfrey can't get back in with the race that he's having. Oh, there he is. So rain scheduled in 15 minutes. On our forecast in the top right, it doesn't show rain. Safety car in this lap. Mirko to Reese to Bjorn to Epic OJ to Gale to Fanfinus to Pulse Luxury to Sam Wars. 8 different constructors in the top 8. And we are about to go racing once again as Reese hunts down Mirko for the safety car restart. 22 drivers still on the grid after 9 laps of racing here in Zandvoort. Mirko got a great restart, so did Bjorn McQueen in the Haas around the outside of the championship leader. Here comes the 2 Audis of Pulse Luxury and DK Cohen. Sorry, he's just a bit behind. There's a little bit of argy-bargy. People getting their elbows out now as they come through turn 3. At the hairpin, the Ferrari up the inside of Jeffy Boy. Edward running wide. That's an Alpine that just squirrels off the track. B right in the Haas is all the way down to P22. Bramble in the Mercedes losing positions. And Gravangan is through on Bramble. Edward a little bit wide. Yellow flag waving. That is BB again into the gravel. Oh, BB, the Colombian driver, is having a torrid race here in the Netherlands. So Bjorn now chasing down Mirko. Yeah, BB has retired and left. It's been a great opening 10 laps though. So Fanfinus on Gale, looking up the inside. Here comes Solar on Sam Wars as well. Sometimes I think it's best just to hold back, but that's not the type of driver this Alpine is. And he'll go later on the brakes around the hairpin of turn 3, but the Williams gets the better exit. No, he doesn't. Here comes Solar on Sam Wars, and then Sam Wars just pulling back ever so slightly. And now DK Cohen is all over his rear wing. And that is Benfrey and B Right both into the pit lane. There goes Fanfinus and Gale wheel to wheel. They go. And the McLaren just tries to turn in early. Nearly taking out the Cadillac driver. Gale got to be careful. Benfrey and B Right on their way back out of the pit lane. So we can have a look at the last laps. Here comes Bjorn into the slipstream of Mirko. This is for the lead of the Grand Prix. Bjorn burning that battery down in towards turn 1. He's not going to go for that lunge. He's going to be patient and calculated. Here comes Pulse Luxury up the inside of Edward. Smashes into the side pod of the Aston Martin and then gets ahead. Edward pulling back. Jack Happy Champ is now here as we go into the hairpin of turn 3. And look at the leaders. Here comes Bjorn again. He's trying to get past Mirko. Bjorn really wants this home Grand Prix win. And Reese is now caught up. The top 3 separated by 0.3 of a second. Extremely close racing. Pulse Luxury with Jeffy Boy set in his sights. Benfrey is back into the pit lane. That might be it for the Argentine. I don't know if he's even back in this race. I think that might be the AI pitting him. DK Cohen in the Audi. The Audi have got a very strong team. Bjorn McQueen is closer this time to Mirko. He will go at the inside. Mirko lets him go. Switches it back up the inside. That is fantastic. Mirko and Bjorn side by side they go. Bjorn is trying to hold on into the grass. And Reese is now going to capitalise on the squabbling ahead. Reese, the championship leader, is now just in front of Bjorn McQueen, who is down to P3. Epic OJ with the best view in the house. That is a yellow flag and that is Jabba that's round. And I think that is Tolu as well. I don't know. Yellow flag's waving. Yellow flag, DK going for corner cutting. Jabber in the Racing Bull. I don't even think, is Balska, I don't think Balska's back in either. Let me just check. No, Tolu's in AI though. Tolu's car's just sat in AI. So Reese, and that is Pulse Luxury making the move on Jeffy, and now up to P9. Sorry, P10. His teammate in P9. It's been a really intriguing race. You just don't really know where to look. And the leaders once again is Bjorn on the back of Restart. He's already done this move once on Mirko. They are catching up to a back marker. I think that's Benfrey in the Ferrari. Hopefully just moves out of the way. We don't want them causing problems. That is Jabber on Tolu. Down the inside goes the Racing Bull, and that is Epic OJ on Bjorn. Bjorn might lose another position through turn 6 and 7. Epic OJ backs out, and now they are catching up to that Ferrari ahead. Solar on Gale. That was the overtake we've seen by George Russell today. You don't usually get them there, but that was fantastic from Solar. Be right down in P20. He will keep going and going. But it just is such a lonely race for him. And he will not be happy. He will be extremely frustrated with this. So 2/10 is the gap between the leader and P2. And that is a yellow flag. That is Jabber again. And I think he might have a puncher. No, he doesn't have a puncher. He's not even got damage, but he's lost it around that final corner. It's a real shame. They jumped into the race and wanted to race, but it's just not working out the way it did earlier today in Tier 2. I just hope people aren't just jumping in for something to do. I hope they do want to race. You know, there was people that were waiting to race as well. And look at this. What an aerial view that is. That's what we want to see. We need more of them camera angles, them aerial shots. Hopefully in F127 you can pick the camera angle or button bind it, like helicam, press G or something like that, and you just full helicam for the whole lap. I know you just get broadcast on board. I want other options. That would be awesome. So you can technically, because you can only dictate if you're on broadcast or you're on board. Imagine you're able to control even more. Then the broadcasts are down to the person controlling them as well. How good they are. That was Fanfulness that just went onto the grass. You can see the front left with a little bit of green on it. Yeah. So, Reese on Mirko. Bramble on the back of Kylan in the Aston Martin. I cannot believe how close everybody is. There's still 21 drivers on this grid. BB retired after spinning twice. And here we go for the lead again. Reese up the inside of Mirko. The Alpine driver, and a late lunge from Bjorn McQueen. That was an optimistic attempt at an overtake, and he's still here, ready and waiting. Bramble is through on Kylan. And Bjorn staying in P3 for now, but we know how quick he is through this middle sector. Reese is now your race leader, but he does have some very quick drivers chasing him down. And that is Edward in P12 with Jeffy Boy in the Ferrari in front. We can start to have a look at the tyres. 50% for that front left for Edward. 45 for Jeffy. That is a yellow flag. I don't know why. I can't see anything. So, will any of the drivers go for an undercut? Only 40% for Reese on them hards. You can see the difference in tyre wear. Oh, they all pitted, didn't they? They all pitted under the safety car, so they should all be good. What, this is incredible, you know. Every driver's still locked in that DRS. And there's Benfrey that is out. He's not going to continue any longer. So Benfrey and BB, the two new drivers, out of this race. That's a real shame. Really unfortunate for them two. And because the racing's so close, we're not even getting a minute to speak. That's the strategy so far. Bjorn and Epic OJ are hard to hard. Tyres. So, Epic OJ. So, Pulse Luxury all over the back of his teammate of DK Cohen. Slots into the slipstream. He'll use that battery down in towards turn 1. And Pulse Luxury is through on his teammate. And into P9. The Audis change hands. Now your leaders coming through turn 3. Bjorn, Epic, Fanfnus. Look how close this grid is. I don't think I've seen a closer grid here in Zandvoort after 20 laps of racing ever. Mirko on the back of Reese. It is England to Italy to the Netherlands. River Rocks in the Red Bull on Edward. He's having a good race as well. Remember, points go down to 15th here in Formula 7 racing, and that is Kylan that is round as well. And rain, we have rain. Look in the top right, the weather forecast, light rain. 74% tells us in the top right. The rain has arrived now. If we have not had the most amazing race so far, it is going to get even better with the introduction of rain here in Zandvoort. That's why we've seen the drivers going for the two hard tyre strategy, and it was because of the rain was coming. Let's have a look at the tyre strategy for these drivers. This is incredible. Guys, buckle up. We've got 20 drivers still on track on lap 21, and the rain has come here in the Netherlands. So this is going to be very interesting indeed. We want cinema. We do want cinema. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. So will Reese go into the pit lane? He won't. He's going to stay out for now. I think all the drivers are going to stay out. This means that the two Cadillac drivers are going to have to go for alternative strategies. Solar is in very early. Solar is in for the intermediates. Wow, that is a massive call. A massive call. Especially with the position that he was in as well. Did he need to take the risk? I don't think he did, but he's taking it. He's always one to take the risks, is Solar. Sam Wars in the Williams on the back of that McLaren of Gale in front. Then comes Pulse Luxury in the Audi. The Williams running slightly wide as we go into turn 8. Keep your eyes peeled on Solar in them intermediates. Is it going to pay off? The track does look a little bit damp, but is it wet enough? Now here comes the Racing Bull up the inside of Bjorn. They do touch and through goes Fanfinus. Wow, what a sleek move from Fanfinus in that Cadillac with the rain falling here in Zandvoort. We have still got battling on track. Solar has got onto intermediates and there goes Bjorn. He peels off into the pit lane to put on them intermediates and he sped into the pit lane and got a 10-second time penalty. That is a real shame. Bjorn McKing has been demoted to Bjorn McQueen again. Lightning Maslow into the pits. I'm only joking. A real shame. His home Grand Prix as well. I really did think he was going to have it in the bag. He was killing it. He was killing it. Man like Bjorn. So Reese coming around turn 14. Where has Solar come out? Solar has come out 3 seconds behind Bjorn on the intermediate tyres. Fanfinus and Epic OJ are in. Solar with that black and white flag. So Fanfinus, Epic OJ, Pulse Luxury are in. Where is Bjorn going to come out? Is the intermediate tyre the right tyre to be on? Let's have a look. Here comes Pulse, Epic and Fanfinus. This is going to be very close with Bjorn McQueen on the intermediates. And he has undercut them. On the intermediate tyre, he's come out in front of them. Bjorn, if he didn't have that 10-second time penalty, he would be buzzing now. Absolutely buzzing. Instead, he's not buzzing. Solar has gone in front of Pulse Luxury. Jack Happy Champ with Gravangan as one of them filters out of the pit lane. And it is Jack Happy Champ in the McLaren up to P14. B Wright still plodding along into the pits for them intermediates. He really needs a safety car. He needs something here, B Wright. It's technically his second home Grand Prix. You know, he lives in the Netherlands. His partner is from the Netherlands. He's practically a fake Dutch. In fact, no. He's practically a fake Englishman. And look at Fanfinus. He's pushing Bjorn through the chicane. Sam Wars is into the pits. I do wonder why Mirko and Reese are staying out. DK going speeds into the pits. Oh, 10-second time penalties. I did it earlier today. I say it's such an annoying penalty to get, but the pit speed limit in Zandvoort is slower than it usually is. Fam's great in the wet, says Mr. Reese. That's a weird comment, Mr. Reese. No, I'm just kidding. So Mirko, 2 tenths behind Reese. Pause. That is Solar. That is through. And Gale. And Epic OJ is dropping. Epic OJ with an epic bottle as he drops down. So Reese and Mirko have still not pitted. Now they pit. Reese and Mirko go into the pit lane. Finally. Jeffy Boy is also now into the pits. And River Rocks is going to stay out. You know what? I respect this from River Rocks. He's got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose whatsoever. Why not take the chance to stay out? And if a safety car comes, if something happens, you have managed to get into a great position. The rain is not pouring down just yet, so just keep out, stay out, keep going, see what you can do. Reese and Murkov come out 1.5 seconds in front of Bjorn McQueen, so the rain was not the right tyre just yet. Pulse Luxury with Solar. Alpine versus Audi. Which one will prevail as we come through the S's? Solar pushes Pulse Luxury off. Solar is also off the track. And Pulse Luxury back on. Oh, he spun it again and into the wall and loses an end plate and a front wing. Pulse Luxury will be fuming at Solar there. Absolutely fuming. He's got that damage now to the front of that car, and Solar, oh, he will be tail between his legs. So, here comes Jeffy as well. Into the pits goes River Rocks. He took the chance. And now Reese will retake the lead. So what about Sam Wars and Epic OJ in very strong positions? So Jeffy and Edward side by side into turn 10. Then he'll use that S mode, and the Ferrari seems to be struggling there. Or was he trying to get some heat into them tyres? No, he's still on the hards. That's why he's struggling. With the rain falling, he stayed out on the hards. What happened to Benny was, I think somebody drove into him at the very start of this race. Oh, wait. Would he not have caught up under this? Oh, it was under the safety car. Yeah, sorry, under the safety car. Here comes the Audi of Pulse Luxury. It's a sprint race down towards turn 1. And the Aston Martin goes later on the brakes. And then you've got Sam Wars and Gale as they head in towards the hairpin at turn 3. The McLaren goes out wide. Sam Wars, who's going to get the better exit? Here comes Gale with his nose ahead. The Papaya just in front of Sam Wars. Epic OJ, they've collided. Gale and Sam Wars are into the wall. Oh, and Sam Wars does not have damage. Gale does. Or is Sam Wars not shit? Yeah, Sam Wars has come out of that with 0 damage. That is unbelievable. And DK Cohen, I cannot believe that. It's been such a good race as well. Sam Wars. I'm really happy for Sam Wars that he's not got damage and he's still in this race. 20 drivers still in this race. I mean, to be fair, Tolu has been in AI since like lap 3. Yellow flag. That is the McLaren of Jack and the Aston Martin, I think. Pulse Luxury in the pit lane. And 7 laps to go in the rain here in the Netherlands. So look at that, it says storm. In the top right, the weather report says storm. So the rain is going to get even worse. Edward on Jeffy. Right, I'm getting tired now. I mean, I did do comms this morning for Tier 3 as well. Pulse Luxury trying to make the move on Kylan. And both struggling on them intermediates. Bramble, there goes Sam Wars on DK going into turn 1. Remember, DK Cohen does have a time penalty, so Sam Wars will pick up the pieces. Pulse Luxury and Kylan are going at it, and so is Jeffy Boy and Edward. The Ferrari and the Aston Martin. There's a driver coming out of the pits as well. They're going to go 3 wide through turn 2. And it is the Mercedes of Tolu that. And Bramble is out in the pit lane again. You know what? He's in the points there, Bramble. 16 seconds in front of Pulse Luxury. That's like the 3rd or 4th time he's done that now. I really, really don't get it, because he's in such a good position, and he just keeps retiring and leaving. So yeah, maybe just a waste, really. Keep doing that. So yeah, he's had 3 races. 4 races now. He retired in Bahrain, he retired in Melbourne, and he's retired here in Zandvoort. So yeah, seems a bit pointless really, and he's qualified quite well. Here comes Sam on DK Cohen. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. That he was in P14, he's on for 2 points, he's 16 seconds clear, so it's guaranteed. It's 5 laps to go, 6 laps to go, and he just retires. It just, I find it strange. But that's somebody that, he's a good driver as well. That's what I find a bit surprising. There goes Jabba on Jack Happy Champ. And B-Right. B-Right is one of them guys that will just go to the end of every race, no matter what. Here comes Jack again into the Audi S, and DK Cohen is defending hard now, even with that time penalty. There goes Gravangan on Jeffy Boy. The Red Bull, they're slipping and sliding through the corners now. I tell you what, it says storm in the top right, but the rain looks to be getting lighter. So, interesting stuff here. Sam again. Is he going to eventually get this move? He is trying, and DK Cohen slipping and sliding. Jeffy's into the pit lane. Yeah, sunshine is coming. Andy Matt, that's a very nice thing, but yeah, is that a VSC? So, interesting. I was just about to do something there. Will Sam Wars eventually get this position? You know what I found out today? Oh, here comes Sam Wars out of turn 14. Up the inside of the embankment. And now it is a sprint. And they've not got that S mode, remember, because it's raining. Down in towards turn 1. And Sam Wars will stay ahead for now. DK Cohen trying to come back, get the better exit. Has a snap as he comes out of turn 1. And Sam Wars will stay ahead down in towards the hairpin of turn 3. That was a very nice move from Sam. Lap 33. The Max Verstappen lap. Gravangen on Edward. Oh, what is that? Holy lag. Holy lag. Gravangen nicking his Wi-Fi from the North Sea. Bless him. So, Jabber on the back of Jack. And there goes B Right, that is through. Who knows? Could B Right nick a point? That would be unbelievable if he could. I think it's a little bit too late. And here comes Sam Wars on Gale. He's already picked off DK Cohen on the embankment. He's going to do the exact same thing. Sam Wars, deja vu, as he takes the inside line. This is phenomenal. Sam Wars with his second overtake down in towards turn 1. Can he hold on to the position? He's absolutely flying on these intermediates, but Gale is back ahead. Sam is going to come up the inside, down in towards the hairpin of turn 3. Gravangen and Edward do exactly the same thing. The Aston Martin driver just behind the Red Bull as Gravangen enters the top 10. Now Sam through the S's of turn 5 and 6. Gale trying to defend on lap 34 of 36. Sam Wars with the better exit. Around turn 8 we go. Sam is piling on the pressure. Gale in that McLaren has got to defend, but he's got so much to defend for in P7. So many points up for grabs. Remember, points down to P15 here in F7. And then B Right does get through on Jack, happy champ. So he is finally through as well and up to P16. But back on board with Sam Wars. We go on to the penultimate lap. Epic OJ with Fanfurness in front of him. Oh, and he is going to go for that lunge up the inside. Fanfurness sees him coming. And Epic OJ using Fanfurness as a roadblock. Raybot, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Oh, and he's off the track. Fanfurness is off the track. He doesn't have damage, and now here comes Solar in the Alpine. This is going to be massive if he can pick up an extra position. Fanfurness needs to hold on because Cadillac are fighting Alpine for the constructors. We are going to go on to a final lap of racing. 19 drivers still in this race with rain here in Tier 1 with 36 laps. It has been amazing. All the DNFs have been in the pit lane as well. There's not been a single collision that's caused a DNF in this race. So Mirko behind Reese. What are the tyre situations saying? Yeah, Mirko's a little bit more used than Reese as we head on to the very final lap of the Netherlands Grand Prix. What a race it's been. So, it has been a really enjoyable race here in Tier 1. A little bit of issues, but hey, when is there isn't, you know, especially around a track like this. We've had a really good day of racing. What about Sam Wars all over the back of Gale? He really does want that P7. Remember, Bjorn McQueen does have a 10-second time penalty. It is going to be close, you know. Sam and Gale might nick this point. They do not need to fight with each other because they might nick the point off Bjorn. Bjorn has 10 seconds. They need to bear that in mind because they are very close to dropping out of that 10 seconds. At the moment, they are 9 seconds behind Bjorn McQueen. They need to stay within that 10 seconds. Here comes Solar on Fanfurness. Reese Dye is going to come through. And Reese in the Alpine is going to win the Netherlands Grand Prix. Mirko takes P2. Bjorn is going to come through in P3. But he is not going to keep it. Epic OJ is going to take P3 and take a podium. Fanfurness in P5. Now, Sam Wars to the line. It is a sprint to the checkered flag. Is he going to catch him? No, and they don't take it away from Bjorn either. What a drive. 92 1,000 Sam Wars behind Gayley. That was a really good race. And fair play to Be Right, by the way, who nearly got back in the points. I don't know if Kylan would have stopped and let him by to get that last point, but it's still a great point for Kylan as well. Yeah, a great point in Tier 1 for Kylan. Be Right. Carried on going right till the end. Tolu was sat in AI from the very start of this race. Yeah, definitely Mad Right. Really good. That's amazing. Opposite what we're saying to come. Yeah, really good. Really good salute. Really good. Oh, that's good salute. We've got somebody coming in soon to do the endurance racing. So there we have it. Let's go through the grid. So let me just add the stats. Oh, I need to take a picture of it. And then the rest of the grid. So, driver of the day. Hey, I could give it to a few drivers, you know, but I'm going to give it... I'm going to give it to Gravangan. I mean, Epic OJ was fantastic. From P10 to a podium in the rain was a great strategy. But yeah, Gravangan's best finish in Tier 1, getting into the top 10. I mean, Epic OJ was probably, yeah, he was fantastic. But yeah, just, I always like to give it to somebody who maybe didn't get anything else. Oh, why does it do that after every Tier 1 race? Every Tier 1 race, it closes down the game. I don't know why it started doing that. Right. Should we do some comments? Should we do some interviews then? Alvaro, driver of the day here. Who was the other one? Mirko. And then Epic. Oh. And then we'll interview the guys. Bear with me just 1 second. Whilst everybody's joining, I need to just put the stand-ins in from that race. So it was Reese in P1. Then it was Mirko, Epic OJ, Famfness, Solar. Solar were a great finish. Bjorn, Gayle, Sam Wars, Gravangan, Edward, DK Cohen, Jeffy, River Rocks, Pulse Luxury. Yep, they're fine.
I'll have to restart my PlayStation. Give me a second.
And then we had Pulse Luxury. Then we had Kylan. Then we had Be Right. Jack Happy Champ. And then we had Jabba in P18. P19 was Tolu, then Bramble. And then who was the last two? We had TIIC and SGC. They're all in. Let me just change that. I'll put this on Do Not Disturb so it stops bleeping down your necks. So I don't think Epic is going to join, but we'll interview Mirko and then Reese. Oh, you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. So we will start off with Mirko. Just making sure that he sounded like he was stood in front of a windmill. So we go to Mirko, who finished P2 in this race. Mirko, just talk us through that, mate, and how that went for you.
Yeah, it was a pretty amazing race, to be honest. It was fun to drive. I took the lead into turn one because I took the opportunity that Bjorn started with the hard, so I got a much better launch than him. Had some contact with him, which was a bit aggressive from him, but overall the race was pretty good and fun with Reese battling throughout the whole race.
Yeah, it seemed fun to watch, and obviously you were in the lead for a couple of the laps as well. I'm just having a look now, actually. Just bear with me. So, because I can bring that sort of stuff up. So let me have a look. So you were in the lead for 17 laps of that race. You were in the lead, and Reese was in the lead for the other 19 laps. So between you led the 36 laps of that race. That must have been good.
Yeah, I mean, I was a bit scared, to be honest, for the rain, because I literally never drove rain this game. But it turned out pretty good. It was same pace as Reese, and at the end I started catching him as well. But yeah, it wasn't enough, but still, pretty good result, I'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, did you pit one lap earlier than Reese?
You mean for the dries or the wet condition?
Yeah, for the intermediates.
Oh no, we pitted the same lap.
Oh, did you? Right, okay.
Yeah,
It was just we was looking at the tyre wear on stream, and your tyres were a little bit more worn than Reese's coming at the end of the race.
Yeah, because I was pushing them more because I didn't know how to drive in the rain, so I was trying stuff out and found myself comfortable at the end.
Yeah. So Mirko, just talk us through the battle with Reese. I know between lap 18 and 25, you had a really good scrap with him. You must have really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was pretty stressful as well, having Reese behind like 1-2 tenths. I mean, I started doing a lot of errors as well. But then I just let him through because I'm still a bit struggling with the battery after like being not online for a whole month. So I lost a bit the feeling. But yeah, just was like always with Reese. Me and him have a really good relationship and we respect each other on track.
Absolutely. Well, it was really good to watch. Mirko, you are sixth in the Drivers' Championship. It is so close. You've got you're on 90 points, Solar on 92, Epic on 103, Deadly on 122, Cars on 127, Reese on 151. So are you still looking forward to the championship?
To be honest, I don't think so because I'm pretty far off and Reese just gained again this weekend. But I'll still try to the end to get as close as possible, if not win it as well.
Absolutely. I think you've got a great chance to maybe be there, and especially with the constructors. But it was a great race to watch. It's so enjoyable to watch drivers like yourself and like Reese going head to head. So thank you from us for giving us a great display of racing, and well done on the P2, mate.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Thank you for coming as well.
Thanks, Mirko. So we move on to your race winner, the championship leader. He's opened up the gap to 24 points. He makes it 3 wins, 1 P2, 1 P3, 5 podiums in 7 races. Reese, talk us through that one, mate.
Yeah, mate. Not I did not expect that whatsoever coming into this race. Not at all.
No, and obviously you didn't qualify on pole, so you had to do it the hard way. And that start that you got was absolutely awesome. Just the racing as well with Mirko, the battling with Bjorn. You seem like you were very patient tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can tell through my voice, but I'm not feeling the greatest at all. I've
Yeah.
sort of just been feeling under the weather all sort of weekend really. So I wasn't really too fussed about today. I knew Cars and Delhi weren't racing, so unless if something went horribly wrong, I was going to go into next week the championship leader. So I wasn't really like expecting a win today. I was expecting maybe a fight for a podium. But yeah, no, ever since this new update come out, it's just I've gotten race pace that's come out of nowhere. Usually it was my quali pace that would really stood out from the rest. But it seems like just under race conditions, as you pointed out to Marco earlier, um, saving the tires to let them go on for longer and just being able to consistently put in decent lap times has really been my strong point under this new sort of DLC.
Yeah, and I think you can see that as well. You're racing with Mirko. You won by 7 tenths of a second after 36 laps of racing. As I told him, he led 17 laps, you led 19. It must have been an awesome battle between you and him.
Yeah, I mean, as well as everyone else does in paddock, me and Marco get on well. There's never really going to be um, too much fighting that goes over the limit between us two. We're two both great drivers. Marco's a great friend as well, so for us to be able to fight for the whole duration of a race is a great feeling. And obviously to fight. I know Marco's been away last few weeks, but Marco will come back into this championship. So, um, yeah, next few weeks to come ahead will definitely be important in terms of the long run.
So I won't keep you for too much longer because I know you're not well. Um, the championship. You're now 24 points clear in the Drivers' Championship. In terms of the constructors, you have now moved into P1 again, back in front of Haas. You are now 18 points in front of them in the constructors and 24 points in lead in the drivers. How confident are you now for the rest of the season to push ahead?
Yeah, I mean, with the constructors, Solar's hit the ground running today. I think this is one of his better results in F7. A P5 today. He's potentially talking about a podium to me in DMs. With penalties to come from the stewards. But yeah, no, we just got to, keep doing what we're doing, taking it race by race. And in terms of the drivers, yeah, I'm not really focused on it too much for now. I know, cars have still got to come back, Deadly's still got to come back. Merco, as you say, has had 2 or 3 weeks off now. Epic's still around. I know Bjorn doesn't race every race, but when he's here, he's on it. So it's competitive always every single week. Unlike sometimes, previous seasons it might have been 2 or 3 drivers gunning out, like I mentioned Ben and Fanfinus and drivers like that. So yeah, no, it's gonna be competitive every week until the end of the season. At the end of the day, the point scoring system rewards consistency.
Yeah.
So I've just got to maintain that and yeah, see what happens at the end of the season.
Absolutely, and you said it right. It really is like a fight between so many drivers this season. But you're the driver that's on top, Reese. You're the driver that has won once again. You have extended your lead. You have retaken the constructors with the help of your teammate. It's been a fantastic race to watch, like genuinely a brilliant race to watch. So well done on the race victory. Well done on taking the championship lead and the constructors lead once again, mate. So well done.
Yeah, from what I saw, it was a great race behind. So yeah, I hope that was fun for you to commentate on, and
Yeah,
thanks
it
again
was,
once
mate.
again.
Thanks, Reese.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Well done, Reese. So there is your winner, Reese, and your championship leader and your podium sitters. What a race! What a Grand Prix! Thank you so much for tuning in. Genuinely, um, I don't know if I could keep going as much as I do. Like, I'm gonna get real for a second. I've had a really tough couple of weeks with my nan passing away, and my mum's been struggling a lot, and with the family, and I've had a change of my job role, and I've been travelling to Liverpool for 4 months and then coming back into Manchester, and I've just had a lot going on. I've been getting up at 4:30 in the morning, and I've had a lot of stuff going on with the league, and it has been very stressful and tough. But without your guys' support, I think I wouldn't have been able to carry on and keep doing it. You guys have helped me a lot to get through that time and to get through the difficult period. So I really, really do appreciate it a lot. Genuinely, because I don't think I could have kept doing it without you. So thank you all so much. Thank you for the support that you keep giving me. Thank you for being in the community that you are and the people that you are. It's absolutely amazing. It's great, and I'm so thankful that we've built the community that we've built. Thanks for all the support again. We'll be back tomorrow for LMU, and then we'll be back next Sunday for Formula One racing. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. Have a great week. Enjoy it. Enjoy the time. Enjoy the time with your family, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.